Hey. Yeah, so I was having audio troubles with the last video. I don't know what went wrong, but I hope it is fixed now. Like, the audio track was like 3 seconds behind the images or something like that. And I went through a whole bunch of video editors trying to fix that, and it didn't seem to work, so sorry again. The last video doesn't have any cuts unless the YouTube eternal editor starts working suddenly. So there will be some pauses, some awkward pauses in between where there's no talking. But yeah, I didn't manage to fix that. I did make a new I made a test video.
I know I have no right to ask anything.
This guy
But if
again.
you could find it in your heart,
I made a test video and it turned out fine even after the editing process. So I hope there won't be any more troubles now.
all the art pieces you need.
Sure.
Anything on you. But if you could find it in your heart to gather the ingredients for wire stuff.
So yeah, this is a bit of a testing video again. This will be a short one. Yeah, so I looked up the story. And it's called That Hellbound Train. It's written by Robert Bloch or Bloch. You'd probably pronounce it in English. Famous for Psycho, and he's also a friend, if you can call it that, if you can say that he had any friends of H.P. Lovecraft. He belonged to that writing circle, I guess, and they had some correspondence with letters. So yeah, and it was kind of like I told, a little bit different, that the ending, in the end, he's even somewhat happy being on the train when he stops time, and he becomes a part of the crew, basically. And the devil is, I guess, the conductor, and he I don't know, is he manages the brakes or something like that. Short story. Yeah, it's quite interesting, and this is what I suspect is or might be happening here. You know, we could be like left with no solution other than, I mean, it's sorta, it's what might be happening here. We could be stuck with no other solution than to make ourselves forget everything that we have learned, in order to, yeah, it's basically the only exit besides dying, I guess, or that the world will go up in flames or whatever. So we are left with no other choice than to drink that amnesia potion and forget everything, and then we have to relive everything again. It's just a guess. I don't know if that's the case, but there are, like I said, some elements of Groundhog Day and such in place. I wonder, did he mention that he drank the Amnesia before? But then again, how would he know, right? He wouldn't remember. So he wouldn't realize if he was stuck in a loop, in a time loop. So what we are looking for now, by the way, is the blood. I will go to the bull room again. Yeah. And by the way, I also thought about the case of Emil, the farmhand. He was innocent, right? So there's a high probability that all the other guys were falsely accused as well, and Brandenburg only told them that they were criminals. And we chose to believe him. Yeah, we read that. The murderer's limbs were tied to the spokes of the wheel. They turned the wheel slowly but with intent, so the rope... Oh, I'm not even sure. The rope secured around his leg stretched and cracked the bone. He no longer had the strength to scream. The two men looked at each other knowingly and took a hammer and struck the victim's chest in a final act of mercy. So yeah, maybe the orb or whatever feeds that ritual, Tin Hinan, Hainan, also needs innocent victims in order to work to keep the shadow at bay for some further time, which is kind of strange also if you think about it. Bones, it's raining bones again. The ritual only works for a short period of time, and you can only stop it by yeah, sacrificing more innocent humans. So that's a bit cruel. I'm not sure whether those creatures are solely Brandenburg's creation or not. And on the other hand, he kind of says he wants to return. No, he doesn't want to return, but he wants to go to the other world. And I think he sort of spoke of he doesn't belong to this world or something like that. So we can open it just a little bit. And we need to do the poison thing first. I probably tested all things out already. That's what I thought. Can we extinguish the fire? No, we cannot. Not good. Can we get to the pipe somehow? Oh, we haven't been down here, by the way. What about this? There are not that many rooms. Okay, in the Are we alone here or not? There aren't that many rooms here in the... What do you mean, what happened to them? They were killed, tortured and killed. Am I opening it the wrong way? It just gets stuck at this level. I don't know. So it has to be somewhere else, and this pipe leads upwards to the ceiling. There's some holes there as well. Is there like a second layer that we can reach somehow? I'm kinda at a loss here. Yeah, well, I'll cut the video here since this is a testing video after all, and I'll see if it turned out well, and I will check out this place a little more and cut it out until I find something. Alright, later.